everyone and their dog has seen the Bricks and Minifigs drama lately about the $200,000 in LEGO that was stolen, so not to watch hours of footage, I'm gonna go ahead and do like a 5-minute rundown of everything went on in the situation. This all starts a while ago when this man, Brian, gives his LEGO sets to Bricks and Minifigures, one of the franchise locations. At this franchise location, they take it on a consignment deal, which essentially means the person, Brian, still owns the sets, he's just allowing Bricks and Minifigures to sell the sets at their location for a fee. So he is still the primary owner of the sets. That's very important, that's in the contract, it's a very important detail. Now, according to corporate Bricks and Minifigures, they don't take consignment deals. Very important detail. Why did a Bricks and Minifigures store take a consignment deal if they don't do consignment deals? We don't know, that's part of the issue. Incidentally, fairly after this happens, the main Bricks and Minifigs location that had the sets ends up getting a change in ownership. Corporate takes that store back and puts in these random Joe Schmoes in to run the place, who say on video, in security footage, we'll take over the consignment. They're fully aware of the consignment.
And if I don't have the tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay them.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business, he takes on all that consignment.
Bricks and Minifigs owns the location now. So after a while, Brian's like, hey, where are the sets? I'm not getting paid for this. I can get the sets back. Where are my sets? Most of that store was his Legos. Even the videos, because Bricks and Minifigs posted on their social medias, all the new stuff they got, even naming Brian in those posts saying, hey, shout out to you, Brian so-and-so for all these sets, taking photos of it, posting on their Instagram. And so Brian just can't get his sets back, can't get his money, can't get his sets. They're like, yeah, we have no idea what you're talking about. We don't do consignments, sorry. And they're just brushing him off like they have no idea who he is. Essentially, Brian goes to Bricks and Minifigures and says, hey guys, if you don't give me my LEGO sets back, I want to take you guys to court. Bricks and Minifigures' response is, okay, take us to court. We're just going to drag this out so long that it's not even worth it for you anymore. So obviously Brian's like, okay, that's not a good idea. So this goes on for months and months and months. And then this guy, Reckless Ben, gets involved, which is where this whole thing kind of started blowing up. And one of the notable things that Ben does is, I think him and one of his friends dressed up as a post office worker and goes in there and to deliver them a sheet for them to sign. A live stream a couple days ago, the COO of Bricks and Minifigures was on a live stream, and he, for some reason, kept making the point that that's illegal. It may be a crime, sure, but obviously there's kind of bigger fish to fry here. The police get called a billion times and essentially just tell Ben to stop doing what he's doing because who knows. In the current day, Bricks and Minifigures is now sending emails to their franchisees saying hey, here's what you should say if someone asks about this, here's what to do if someone calls about this, whatever. They're taking the most PR response imaginable. They're saying, Bricks and Minifigures is a family location. We strive to help the LEGO community. They're essentially saying, we have no idea what any of this is talking about. We don't have the LEGO sets. Everyone should just stop talking about this. That's pretty much their entire response right now, which obviously is making people pretty upset. They're still saying, we don't know what you're talking about, even though in the videos they got caught multiple times saying, we know exactly what you're talking about. In fact, we'll give you the sets. In Reckless Ben video, one of the owners said, we'll actually give you the sets back if you apologize to this lady. He did all that. They're like, actually, we don't know what sets you're talking about. Sorry. Obviously, they're playing dumb. And it's not going very well for them at all. It's going terribly for them. Most of the internet that knows about this is calling for them to be shut down, which I get. My personal opinions on this matter are on my TikTok. I'll make some other videos eventually. It's a pretty hot topic right now, but go check those out. But that's a pretty much fairly unbiased take on the entire situation. But there you go.